Welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. My name's Tom.
Mike.
And today, Sunday Funday. Woo!
Sunday Funday.
So what are we doing today on Sunday Funday? Today consists of the Battle of the 90 Proof. So we have Calumet 8 going up against Green River Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, not the rye like we did the other day. Kentucky 10, which this is a, not rye, the weeder. This is a weeder, actually, Kentucky 10, now that I'm thinking about it. But it's 90 proof, and the Wiseman, which is 90 proof. So that would probably actually, I forgot about that, the fact that that's actually a weeder. But they're all 90 proof. So normal mash mix-up rules. Mike poured them when I was out of the room. I mixed them up. We're going to drink them. Start from the left, work our way right. We'll take a break, cleanse our palate. We'll start from the right, work our way left, and we'll see what's going on. So we're going to try to jump right into this.
One is very good nose.
Someone already jumped right into this.
I did. But what am I going to do? I need all the advantage I can get.
There's no advantage. You just got to pick the one you like.
Well, right now, nose one is pretty good.
I don't hate it. All right. Knew he was going to do that. Although, I'm not sure who poured them. But it's a little damp. Let's go like this. Haven't tried it yet.
That wasn't the flavor I was thinking.
I'm not sure what flavor you got, but I'm getting like the standard caramel Werther's. Like a Werther's candy on that one.
Not quite that smooth.
Nice little sparkle though. Like as far as like proof wise, like I wouldn't have guessed 90 proof on the first sip.
No,
that was my first sip. So it is our first whiskey too. I mean, serious business over here. He's writing the shit down. He ain't fooling around.
I just want to make sure, because I get confused as I keep on rolling.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to pick number one as my favorite so far. I actually like that one. That one actually drank very well.
It did?
Actually very good. I'm going to go with whiskey number two.
This nose isn't bad either.
Did you have a prediction what you thought whiskey number one was?
I went with Green River.
Ooh.
Because I remember that nose kind of standing out, so that's why I went that way. This was not bad, though.
I was torn on glass number one, so I didn't give you my prediction. I was actually leaning towards the Wiseman. I just remember that one being a little peppery. And that drank, this one drinks a little bit softer to me. Nice coating, though. A nice feel on the mouth.
See, I don't remember Calumet or I don't remember Kentucky 10 either.
I'm not going to lie. I don't drink it. Like, other than cracking these, I really haven't drank them. All right, that's a lie. No. This was Steve.
Let me turn a bottle for an example.
This was Steve's bottle. This went in. All it did was me and Steve tried it, and it went in the blinds. And this right here, we jumped on that when we opened it.
I don't even really remember the Wiseman either. I remember not. I don't remember.
I haven't gone back to this because this was already halfway, so I haven't touched it in a while. Two was very good too. I got to put it right up there with one. I can't distinguish on the way this way which way I like better. All right, so I did hit all of these, but 90 proofers go right down. Let's just put it that way. They really do. I mean, but I will say, so far, these first two, didn't either one of them drink like a 90 proofer. Like, there's no lack in flavor.
No,
there's no water-esque. It's actually got a decent finish on both of them. We're going to move on to whiskey number three. I don't hate either one of those two.
I'm with you on they're not way off from each other.
I've been one of them waiting for one to jump out, giving me a hello, I'm a weeder, but I haven't got that far yet.
This nose seems to be a little bit weaker.
Yeah, taste it. To me, that brought a little bit more oak to the table than the other two did on the way through. Just for reference sake, we got this one for $44.99. I almost said $24.99. That doesn't sound right. We got this one for $31.99, which is the Kentucky 10. Green River we got for $37, and the Calumet 8 was $36. So they're all right in the same price range.
This one seems to have a longer lasting flavor. And it could be your oak, as you're saying, in the end.
There was a nice oaky
Nose is
presence
not
on that one.
screaming.
No.
But it's a longer lasting end flavor with this one.
I'm not getting that high rye sparkle. If I'm going to guess, I would go with Kentucky 10 on that one. But I'm going to see what the last one brings. I really like the way that drinks, too. I'm in a 3-way tie. That's how bad this is right now.
I was just going to say, this has a totally different flavor.
Yep. I really like it, though.
But it's easier.
That's 100%.
And I might be edging that one a little bit, a little bit ahead, because these two almost drink similar.
There is not even a shadow of a doubt whether we're going to have to do a blind back and forth A and B area, because these are all drinking really close. They're drinking really close. But honestly, I haven't had one that I wouldn't be like, oh, that's good. Do you know what I mean? Like, these are all really good.
They are very good.
If he didn't drink all my Woodford, I could have put one of them in there too. That's 90.4 proof. That would have hit.
Because I try to stay away from that one, even though it's a liter.
Mm-hmm. That's really
it's
good. It's
hard to stay away from all of them.
That drink's soft as a kitten also. Either that or I'm just getting used to it all.
That could be too, but I'm going to go.
So far, I'm going to have to wait until these open up after the break. I got a 4-way tie for first. That's how I don't really have one that I like better than the other yet.
I might be leaning towards 3, but this is another easy. This is close to 3.
This drink, refined and delicious.
That's why this is close to 3 to me.
I think 1 drank the harshest. 3 drank the softest. This is a close second, and that was a close third for softness, but not weak in flavor, any of them.
No.
It's gonna be almost like that. I'm gonna have to concentrate on the finish.
I'm leaning towards this
might
back. Be the Kentucky.
It might be. I'm gonna have to concentrate more on the finish and the overall mouth experience. Well, there you go. We'll keep this hopefully a little bit shorter. These tend to run. So we're gonna go.
That's very good.
We're gonna take a minute. We're gonna let these sit. In a minute for you, 10 minutes for us. We'll be back. We are back. So we're gonna start on the right, work our way left.
Right to left.
This is a tough one, I gotta say.
The nose is way better now, though.
I figured it would be. I'm gonna have a hard time picking which bottle I think is which. I'm gonna throw a Hail Mary out there and see what happens, but.
It's kind of what we do every time.
I know, but sometimes I feel confident. I have zero confidence in any of these picks so far. But
I always feel confident. The end result is usually not as good, but this nose is fantastic.
I won't go fantastic for a 90 proofer. It is though. Very good, very good. The palate's very good. It has a nice viscosity. The coat is good. And it has a decent finish. It's decent for the proof. It's a very good pour. That's all I will say.
Very, very good pour.
In fact, I wouldn't have raved about any of these until like right now. I'm telling you, if you're looking for a 90 proofer, any one of these on the table are actually very solid. Like they're not bad at all.
And none of them really jumps out like out of control, like sad low end type deal.
I've been swishing them around on my tongue. There's no grassy feel. It doesn't change texture throughout the whole thing. You're getting a solid drink throughout the whole time I'm drinking it. It's adding flavor in the mid palate. It's not, you know what I mean? Nothing's getting funky throughout the whole thing. They're actually very good. I don't know where I'm going to put this one. I'm going to put it up front because it's the first one I drink. I had them all tied. I had them all tied, so I'm going to go like knick-knack and see what I feel about this one now.
I had 3 a little ahead of the race, but
man, I don't even know what I could pick for. I'm leaning towards, for me, I know Mike has a different layup. I'm leaning towards that might be Green River, just as a random guess. It drinks sophisticated and refined, so I almost want to say the Calumet too, because it's an 8-year, but one of these was oakier, and I think it was this one.
This nose is not as strong as 4, I don't believe. But
the palate is way softer. Like it's way softer on my mouth.
But it stays. It's gotta
see the viscosity. I'll have to take another sip, and maybe I had water left over. But the viscosity doesn't coat as much as the fourth one does to me.
I'm kind of
And
like
I don't think the longevity lasted as long as the fourth one to me.
It's easier.
It is 100% easier.
It's easier, but I'm not saying I don't dislike that. Again, this is where we always. That's why we're always different. It depends on your mood of the day. You know, like right now, this is a very nice, chill, easy, good flavored. Bourbon.
It's very good. I'm gonna have to A and B, but in my head right now, and this could change, I'm gonna give the slight nod to 4 because I like the viscosity and the longevity of it. It lasted longer in my mouth to me. Although this is still on my tongue, but I was swishing it around.
You know, I'm gonna go actually a little bit to 3 only because it's still here, but it's an easier drink.
It 100% drinks softer.
Yes,
I actually think it's this myself.
What's weird is I don't mind the punch. Obviously, Funny Cock and all those Wild Turkey are my go-tos, but in this, for some reason, when we do these, I always kind of like the chilling one.
You know, again, we're going to go A and B, and I may switch it. They're very close. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give the slight nod to 4 right now, just so when I go back in A and B, I usually try to start from what I think is worse and work my way up.
So I'm doing opposite, because I kind of like 3 right now.
Which is fine. This one on the way through, this is a really dark, rich, thick to me. Huh? This is bringing like a, I'm getting like a dark raisin. When you say raisin to me, this is bringing a, it's like a caramel coated raisin to me.
It's almost like a whole oatmeal batter type with the raisins, the whole.
Dirty raisin. Someone threw them in the dirt a little bit. Oh, no. I'm liking that one. I'm liking that one. I like that better than both of them. Just on the first sip. I'm going to take another one.
It was a different flavor coming across the first way, but now
it thickened up.
Blends. It did.
It really thickened up. It made like a deep, dark richness. I'm going to change my mind. I think this might even be the Green River. I really do. Only because the Green River surprised me on the last one. It shocked me.
I had it originally as the Calumet, actually, which is a shocker a little to me because I don't believe I raved about that one.
I'm only thinking because that I was just going to say I don't think we gave rave reviews to the Calumet. I don't think we gave rave reviews to this one, but that wheat surprised me so much on the last review. I'm me personally.
Oh, so the nose on one is totally different.
These I haven't tried one yet. I'm going to take a sip.
Well, see,
it's where I'm thinking the bottles are. Coming back this way. This is what I'm thinking the bottles are so far.
I might have to change my mind because this almost this might be a wheater.
Yeah, well, hold on.
This might be Kentucky now.
Yep. That is 100% different.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to change.
Oh my God! Could Wiseman be this? Then I would have to switch that. Then I think in my head.
No, wasn't the Kentucky a wheater?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is Kentucky now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind my.
There's a sweetness on the nose. This drank so hot when we took first sip. It is not drinking hot now, though.
No, it's not. Well, it was our first sip, so that could have been what blew it. But the nose is in, and it's a totally different nose.
There is a. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not sure what glass 3 and 4 are, or I'm not sure what glass 1, 2, 3, and 4 are. Let's be honest with you. Where do I want to put this in my lineup? Is the question.
So that can't be this. So this is.
I'm going to go on the record again. These are 4 solid pours.
It is.
You're not going to go wrong. There is nothing in the mid palate or the final at the end of the palate that is giving off-putting vibes at all. These are all just hanging throughout the whole flavor, and they all drink. I'm with a ton of flavor for a 90 proofer. Ton of flavor.
So I think you are right with the Kentucky as 1. I actually have Calumet as 2, and I think Wiseman is 3, and then I think Green River might be 4. But I could have
that is a whole
I could have 2
taste.
and 4. It is totally different. But I don't.
You know what?
Is it a loser taste?
No.
It's just one of them. It's a different taste.
This is what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna pause it for you, and we're gonna have to go back and forth. We may not agree, but we didn't the last time, so I'll just put it up that way. I'll have to take multiple pictures. That's all. So we'll be back.
Okay, let's start this off.
All right, so
Tom is a little aggravated.
no, it's not a matter of aggravation. It's funny when you do this with somebody else, and normally our palates align.
We are pretty
We
close.
have not picked one glass the same.
No.
Not even the bottles. This is how I think the bottles. I know Mike thinks they're totally different. I don't even care what bottles and what glass. We don't even agree on which glass we think is dominant. And
Which is odd.
Yeah, I think 2 was hands down. Whatever's in glass 2 is the most dominant bottle out there. And then I liked 4, then 3, then 1. And he ended up liking 3, then 2, then 1, then 4. So we didn't even guess one glass the same.
Nope.
So
Nope.
we will just try to do this best as possible. Let's put it that way. So let's put it this
what
way.
kind of editing you do later.
It's going to be fun to try to figure out the pictures and stuff. And there's a good chance I'm going to keep drinking. So they may be all messed up. So I apologize in advance. So let's go with your worst one was glass number 4, which ended up being make sure you got the right pad. I'm going to do that before I start.
Nope.
No. All right. This is what happens.
No, I got the right pads every time.
Yeah.
Keep going there, mouth.
Okay, so your glass 4 was your worst one. My glass 4, which we have the same stuff in it, by the way. What did you think for bottles, just for the record?
So I thought the first one was Kentucky, Calumet, Wiseman, and Green River.
We'll put them as yours, Wiseman and Green River. So that's how Mike actually thought the bottles went. Anyways, so your last place bottle was my second place bottle. That's how off we are this week.
Yeah, we are off.
So what is in glass number 4 is what you had in glass number 2.
Glass number 2 was Calumet.
So isn't that what I had?
Could be.
I do believe. I think I might even have one. It doesn't matter what we had for bottles.
I'm not going to remember you flip.
No, me neither. So your second place was what was in glass number 1. And that was my 4th place. So this was what I considered last place. You considered, I don't even know how I'm going to edit this. This is going to be a trick. It was my last place one, was in glass number 1. It's what you poured in glass number 3.
Kentucky 10.
All right, so we did guess that one correct. I know that. And I guess in hindsight, the weeder really gave it away. I forgot it was a weeder.
Change. It did change.
I was grabbing
the nose was huge.
I was just grabbing 90 proof bottles.
Right.
So your second place was what you have in glass number 2, and it's what I thought, hands down, was the most dominant flavor on the table. Deep, rich, dark. And again, for 90 proofers, these are all banging. I want to say,
no, you're not going to lose.
Fact. No,
and they're all within
they're not
the price range,
$30 to $45.
and probably other than actually Kentucky and Green River, we're not going to get up here.
The Kentucky 10, he got up here, and Green River, they got them both.
All right,
you got them both in Mass.
You can get them.
So my first place, your second place was in glass number 2. It's whatever you poured in glass number 4.
Green River.
Green River. So the winner today is whatever you poured in glass number 1, which ended up glass number 3. So I put it in 3rd place, and you put it in 1st place. So I actually picked Green River as my winner. Dominant. I didn't even think there was a question about it. You picked this one, whatever's in glass number 1, whatever you poured in 1. So the Wiseman is what you picked as your victor. So again, I don't think there was a loser. I will say this:
one had the different palate.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad.
No, not at all.
And if you weren't comparing it to 3 other probably high rise, it would have been delicious.
No.
So it definitly made it stand out of the pack. But you still picked it 3rd. Oh, I put it dead last because I thought it stood out so much. I like the sparkle of all the other ones. But
again, sometimes you just like that ease.
No, I get it. Again, everybody's palate's different, and it's good that sometimes we just don't agree. It's not good for the editor. I'm going to say that. But I thought, hands down, and another shout out to Green River for me, because, again, I thought, to me, it was a dominant, deep, rich.
That was your number 1?
That was my number 1. Longevity, the flavor, everything about it. And when we cracked this bottle, I went, meh. Again, in a blind, I thought that rocked, you know. So, and that was what was in 3, which ended up that was what was in 2. So that ended up being in your second place. Yeah. So again, the Wiseman, this was very good from the jump anyways. and that was what was in 3. So again,
this was an odd one because for the first time in a while, we weren't even close.
No.
He's like, nope, I like this one. I'm like, well, go ahead.
But I wasn't going to budge because you know what? The longevity that was in 4, which ended up being Calumet, just lasted longer than the Wiseman to me. And that's the only thing. They were very similar in taste, but to me, the Calumet just had a longer finish, which I like that better. I just thought the oiliness of it, the viscosity, for some reason that's an easier word to say, actually lasted longer, and I just like that about it. They were very close. So for 90 proofers, I don't think you can go wrong. No, this is definitely a wheater, though. So if you're not a wheater person, it brings out that wheater flavor.
And even now, it was like screaming.
It's definitely on that side. So there you go. There is Sunday Funday. Give it a try if you have these bottles. And again, I always appreciate hearing from you guys. So leave a comment down below if you have any suggestions of something you do want to do, because I keep trying to come up here and just come up with random ones that we have. So if you have any suggestions, leave a comment down below. I know someone did suggest a Tennessee whiskey one, and I do want to do it, but I got to go find 3 of the 4 bottles that we don't have. So it is on the list. We will get to it. Only one. The other 2 we never did. So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.